Well, howdy do. I started it up without setting my props up. Son of a gun. So anyway, hey, I'm Tom to Beer Whisperer. How the heck are you? So I've got Cheers, Norm's Amber Ale, an ale brewed with honey that I found our last trip into St. Louis. Actually, I found this on the other side of the river in Illinois, Fairview Heights, Illinois, at a Randall's there. No, actually, it's wrong. They didn't have it at the Randall's. I found they had it at the Walmart there. It was $3.97 a 4-pack of pint cans, and I believe their website said it had said it had Magnum and Saphir hops. They didn't list an ABV on it. Now, a while back when we first got back, I looked up a website and I found the ABV on it, and I think it says 6%, but I've been hunting on that website now for the last 30 minutes, and I can't find that same website again. So, anyways, I think it's about 6%. I can't remember if it said 5.7% or 6%, so it's somewhere in that ballpark. It is an amber ale. What the hell? Yeah, I found a website. I found their website that doesn't list the ABV, but before that, I found a distributor's website. And now I can't find that same distributor's website for the life of me. So there you go. The aroma is light-ish. You do smell some light malted honey going on. You certainly can taste honey. Here's what I'm going to tell you. Oh, let's see. This is 2014. But I tell you, 20 years ago, this would be considered probably a damn fine beer, to be honest with you. 15 years ago, possibly, as well. When craft beer really started getting some movement, or first really started in the late 80s, early 90s, even to the late 90s, it was these malty beers. Almost every craft brewery had an amber, an American craft amber. It had a little more flavor than typical American fare, a little more hops, but it was heavier on the malt end. It was just meant to be palate pleasing and easy to drink, and they were very popular for a time before the hopheads really took control of the craft beer industry. And now it seems like everybody has discontinued their amber ale. I mean, a few years ago, Boulevard had an amber ale. It was very good. They don't do it anymore because who the hell is buying amber ales anymore? This beer is not a great one. I'm not going to convince you it is, but it's not a terrible one either. Again, it was $4 for 4 pints of beer. So, I mean, can you really go wrong there? I mean, it has to be the raunchiest, nastiest ass beer in the world to not be worth $1 a pint. I'm just saying. I mean, it clearly is worth that. Again, it's not, you know, it's not going to light your world on fire. And I imagine most folks are going to buy a beer like this for the novelty because it says Cheers on them. And most folks probably buy beer like this never to open. I don't buy anything like that. I'm just not that guy, man. I don't understand why you buy something to save a can of. I save an empty can. You know, I love craft beer. I am a craft beer drinker enthusiast. But I buy what I drink and drink what I buy. I don't collect nothing. Even glasses. I love glassware, but I use every bit of glassware that I buy. Not all the time, I rotate them out, but everything I buy is bought to use and not to collect. It's the same with beer. I don't understand why you buy something to sit on a shelf just so you have an empty can to show people, oh, look what they made. You know, I'm just not that guy. Cheers. So Norm's Amber Ale, yeah, you know, I'm not exactly sure what they were trying to do here, to be honest with you, because if you ever watched that show, I don't remember Norm ever drinking an Amber Ale, but it looks like he was drinking whatever was piss yellow and cold, but, you know, whatever. Maybe Norm really wanted an Amber Ale, who the hell knows, right? But again, last thought, this isn't terrible, it isn't great, it is what it is. As much as I hate to use that phrase, it is an amber ale. I mean, it is what an amber ale is supposed to be. You certainly taste some honey in there. There is really no hoppage to speak of, but possibly a little more than a typical macro. This would be a nice beer to hand to somebody who you're not sure if they can, you know, move their way up the food chain in beer, as it were. So there you go. How about that?